We're told that time, promises, and apologies are what heal infidelity. This is fundamentally wrong. The truth is, betrayal isn't just an emotional wound. It physically recalibrates your brain's fear center. At a neural level, trust is not a conscious choice. It is a conditioned safety response. Infidelity shatters that conditioning. This is why you feel it in your body. The sleepless nights, the racing heart. Your nervous system is screaming threat. In this video, we'll break down the real evidence-based path to rebuilding, from brain science to the 3 phases of reconstruction. So if your nervous system is on high alert, why are promises and apologies so ineffective? They don't provide what your brain now requires. Evidence. Before betrayal, trust was assumed. Afterward, it becomes a conscious behavioral inference. It is not a switch that can be flipped. This evidence-gathering process is why rebuilding takes, on average, 2 to 5 years. This is the normal, required timeline, not a sign of failure. This also explains why forgiveness and trust operate on separate timelines. One is an internal process. The other requires external proof. Let's be realistic about that timeline. The first year is often the most difficult, a crisis phase focused on stopping the bleeding and establishing basic safety. It's typically in the second year that couples begin to feel like themselves again, as patterns of safety start to take hold. The goal is to overwrite the trauma. But why does it feel so impossible to trust, even when you intellectually want to? The answer lies deeper in your brain's wiring. Your amygdala, the brain's smoke detector, has been recoded. The person who was a source of safety is now registered as the primary source of threat. You cannot simply tell your amygdala to calm down. The thinking part of your brain gets overridden by the primal threat response. This is neurobiology. But brains can change. This is neuroplasticity. You can form new neural pathways for safety, but it requires repeated, positive emotional experiences. So, if we need to create new experiences to rewire the brain, what does that process actually look like? It happens in 3 distinct phases. Phase 1 is atonement and creating safety. It is non-negotiable. This means complete disclosure and absolutely no contact with the affair partner. Phase 2 is active rebuilding. The unfaithful partner must become proactive, initiating transparency and offering access before being asked. During this phase, the betrayed partner's need to verify is a rational, safety-seeking response to a shattered reality. They are collecting evidence. Phase 3 is attachment, where trust deepens. As consistent behavior accumulates, the need for verification naturally decreases. The nervous system feels safe. This entire 3-phase process is the act of neuroplasticity. Each verifiable action is new data that tells the amygdala the threat has passed. You are safe. This pathway is clear, but it's also fragile. There are common mistakes that can completely derail progress and reset the clock. The single most destructive mistake is trickle truth, the slow, piecemeal release of information. It does not soften the blow. It multiplies it. Each new lie is a new betrayal. It tells the betrayed partner that self-protection is still the priority. You cannot build on a foundation that keeps shifting. Other derailments include demanding trust or relaxing transparency too soon. These actions reveal a fundamental misunderstanding of the process. There's a more subtle danger, when necessary verification turns into permanent surveillance. This can create a destructive parent-child dynamic.